Terrain Group would like to welcome you back to work following our Christmas break. We hope that you are rested and ready for the year ahead. This year, we will be focusing on plant safety. Unfortunately, many people in our industry suffer from serious or fatal injuries when working near plant. It is important that we are aware of the risks and follow our procedures. Excavators, dumpers, HGVs and heavy plant are used frequently on construction sites. We've all become so used to seeing them that we tend to forget that there are real risks of working in close proximity to them. Take a moment to think about this question. Do you think that you or one of your work colleagues could be hit by any item of plant? What was your answer? The chances are that you said no. Perhaps you have worked close by to machines for a number of years and have never seen anything bad happen. Perhaps you know the machine driver is very skilled and very careful. Or perhaps you always stand in a position where the plant operator can clearly see you and trust them not to make an unexpected movement. All this may be true, but what you haven't allowed for is that plant operators are humans, and all humans make mistakes. The mechanical plant we use may have inbuilt safety features, but we know that parts can fail. So always bear in mind, if you are in close range of a working piece of plant at the same time as when a human error or a mechanical failure happens, then you could be killed or seriously injured. At Terrain, we don't want that to happen to you. For your own safety, keep back and give plant space. This video explains our procedures for working with and around plants to ensure everyone stays safe. This is a recreation of an incident on a Terrain site. The operative approaches the excavator to adjust the chains which were attached to the machine's quick hitch. The excavator operator forgot to isolate the machine by engaging the dead man's lever. The operator's coat sleeve accidentally caught the slew lever, and the excavator arm moved and hit the operative in the chest. Fortunately, our colleague made a full recovery, but it goes to show that mistakes and unexpected events can happen. Remember, whenever possible, the plant must be isolated before anyone approaches. Use the thumbs up to communicate that it is safe to approach the plant. All plant operatives must be trained and hold a valid competency certificate or card before working with plant. Each plant operation follows a risk assessment, method statement, or safe system of work. Some tasks also require you have a permit, for example, when breaking ground. If you're delivering or collecting plant, do so safely by following a safe system of work with exclusion zones in place. Always park plant and excavators on a level surface with the blade lowered and bucket resting on the ground, ensuring you can make a safe egress. Always remove the key before leaving the plant. Before using any plant, always complete your daily checks to ensure it is in good working order, well maintained and fit for purpose. Any defects must be reported to site management. When entering the plant, use the correct entry, steps, and handrails. Keep your seatbelt fastened at all times. It is best practice to close windows and doors when operating excavators. Check your mirrors or camera and windows before starting the machine to ensure no one is near the machine or within the exclusion zone or in the blind spot. Exclusion zones are used on Terrain sites to protect workers and visitors. An exclusion zone is created either by using barriers to cover the machine swing or loading area, or by using a Banksman to restrict access to the area. Physical segregation using a barrier is always the preferred option. Remember, even if a plant operator can clearly see you, they are human and could accidentally make a mistake. So whenever possible, we would like you to stay outside of the exclusion zone. It is crucial for operatives to isolate plant before others approach it. To isolate an excavator, the bucket arm or boom must be lowered to the ground and the machine powered down before applying the dead man's lever. Other plant equipment must also be powered down, with the dead man's lever or handbrake applied. If you do have to approach any plant, for example to attach lifting gear, then ensure the operator has isolated the plant first and has given you the thumbs up to tell you it's safe. It was once considered best practice to have a banksman situated close to an excavator. But over the years, there have been numerous accidents where banksmen or operatives working close by to heavy plant have been fatally injured. So the industry standard is now to keep persons outside of an exclusion zone. However, as determined and set out in your risk assessments, some plant tasks will require a trained and competent banksman or traffic marshal to be present, such as when excavating to uncover buried services. Banksmen and traffic marshals are required to wear the correct PPE, staying visible at all times in the line of sight of the plant operative and always in a safe position. They must use clear communication with the operative, which may include hand signals. A plant operator, banksman, or traffic marshal is prohibited from using a mobile phone or attempting other tasks while directing plant. Be aware distractions of any kind, however quick, can have serious consequences. When plant is in use on site, where practicable, you must stay outside the exclusion zone. Always keep away from areas where the plant operative cannot see you. Blind spots such as behind the plant or on the wrong side of their cab. When approaching any plant, it is vital you remain in the line of sight of the plant operative. Once the driver has seen you, they must isolate the plant before giving you a thumbs up to confirm you are safe to approach. Verbal communication is okay, but be aware a plant may be too noisy for you to hear one another. Third parties such as contractors, clients, or members of the public are equally important as staff and must be protected at all times. Always segregate visitors from plant operations and keep them clear of exclusion zones. Any works involving plant must take visiting parties into consideration during the planning stage. When an excavator is used to lift, you must always remember to plan the lift and assess the risks. Only lift if you are trained and competent. Complete a trial lift and check the load. Never stand between the load and a fixed object. Never stand under a suspended load. Stay clear of the carry area and never touch the load while on the move. Safety is our #1 priority. It's important that you remember to stay outside of exclusion zones, isolate plant when being approached, and remain in the line of sight at all times. We would like to thank you for watching this video. Please bear in mind, following these procedures will help to keep you and others safe while working on site.